difference in that. There's another case that made headlines, that it's been in headlines for a few years now. I want to get your thoughts because it's starting to look like they may have to grant this boy a bond. The YNW Melly case. So, you familiar with it?
Yeah, I had lost track because it's been going so long.
While.
Yeah.
So what the latest is, I set it up for you. So what the latest is, he went for a bond hearing recently. Well, before the bond hearing, they made him put on a suit, so they forced him to wear a suit. Then he came back, so he had a court date where he wore a suit. He was all smiles, and then the judge deferred the decision to grant him a bond or not. So they're gonna set a date later on to decide if they're gonna give him a bond or not. What you think? They gonna give him a bond after a mistrial and sitting down for about 7 years?
Yeah, the man been gone so long, so they trying to wear him down. What's they wearing him down? 7 years, man.
Yeah.
And but this is the only thing I don't like.
Okay.
The judge know if you're gonna give me a bond or not already. Why are you still dragging me, man? Just tell me yes or no. Tell me what it is. Let me reach out to some of the people out here who've been still rocking with me and let me pay for this stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't like the games they play. They make the rules, they break the rules. I don't like how they, because the power's in their hands. So I don't like how they do that goofy stuff. You already know if you're gonna get a man a bond. Go ahead on and just sign that stuff or say whatever it's gonna be, and then see if he can make it.
That's real. So in the facts of the case, when I was going through it, and I was looking at the actual trial that he ended up having a mistrial, because the benefit of a mistrial is the defense. You already know what they're coming with. They came with it. They laid it on the table. So what they laid on the table is they alleged that he was in the back seat and he allegedly did that to his homies. Back in your day, y'all had a lot of cutthroat niggas. Was there any activity? Was people back there moving like that? Were they sitting in the car with you?
I told you, I've told you how this story. Bird Ben told me early on as a youngster, as a child, a young boy, young man, a youngster. Never don't let anybody get behind you.
But that was fam. That's like Bird himself getting behind you. From what the story was, we went to the studio together. We all leaving.
This the thing. And this been with even with my bros. I'm not about to get in that front seat after we had an argument or a disagreement. No, man, because I don't know what's going on through your mind.
Right.
Everybody human, bro. All that, we grew up, we brothers, we homies. Man, that's who delete you the first. The homies, the family, our brothers.
That's closest to
the
you.
hood, yeah, that's what get ready to get you out the way fast.
That's true.
You want to play? Yeah.
They
be the closest one. The ones from the hood, the ones you come up with be the ones that take you out.
So that ain't no surprise to you. So when you heard, when you heard that, it was like just something. You heard this before?
Well, I come up around that, being a part of that kind of stuff. So okay, young, and he got. I don't know what he did. I don't know if he did it or not, but that's something he going through now. Just the allegations and how the story you paint that picture. I'm like, all right, I lived that before.
Yeah, they say they had a protective custody and stuff like that. That's like separating from Jim Pop, right?
Yeah, because his name's so big.
Yeah, so they had him in, not that he chose it, right? I'm just saying, but for him, I'm talking about his mental state now, like for him to be separated from that much of community or that much of social, like what kind of a toll you think that plays on his mind?
See, I never know the next man's mind, but I know for me, if I'm locked in, what I used to do, because I did 11 months in the hole, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna order books, magazines. I'm gonna keep myself busy. I'm gonna have something to read. I'm gonna break my days up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be strategizing.
Gotcha.
In his case, he should have like 10 albums.
But not right, yeah.
Right.
That's
you know what I'm saying? I know sometimes you get burnt out, you get writer's block, or you get tired because you in there. But you could best believe by now he got a pattern now what he do. It is not like, see when people say the hole, they thinking you just in a dark place by yourself on it. He might be on a tier, it's just in his cell, the housing wreck alone, but next door it's other people. He see him, he can hear, talk to him.
Okay. So he's not like in a dungeon hole.
Right, well, he's all alone, isolated, and hello, is anybody down here? No.
Gotcha.
They just got him in the cell by himself.
Right. So what you think will gonna be the outcome in this case? Like you seen they laid it out on the table for them to be holding him this long, and they're gonna have to take it to trial. I think the trial date is January 27th. So what you think gonna happen? You think they're gonna have a better chance, or you think it's gonna be the same mistrial? The evidence don't change.
Yeah, right. But so what I'm thinking is, and the government got to find something else, because that's weak. All that stuff, they're weak. So I'm thinking they might just tap out. See, really what they want to do, they want to offer him time credit server, offer him something just to get that conviction. Because look at that, he'd have been down 7. Go ahead, don't take this. But he looking at it like, nah, man, y'all played with me. I went to trial and mistrial. But now on the other hand, I would say this. You can go through another trial, and then them people could be like, okay, we believe how the prosecutors presented this case guilty. So you don't want to, because I know some people that had 2 mistrials that got found guilty on the 3rd one, so that don't mean nothing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because you gotta keep in mind, it's not the same jurors. It's always they're gonna pick
different people.
Yeah,
So if they convince this set of people,
right, man, you might, you know what I'm saying, you taking a gamble, boy, but he might look at it like, man, I've been going this long, man, I ain't playing. No. But my thing be, sometimes we gotta think. Yeah. We gotta be fair and reasonable. If you know in your mind you really did this, and these people offer you something where you can either go straight home, get immediate release, or time served, or probation, man, stop playing.
It's a
We
win.
don't take that and get on out the way.
It's a win,
Yeah, because you done been down, you know you did that, because you gambling going back to trial, because your lawyer gonna tell you it's a 50-50 chance that y'all might lose.
Right.
You know, it go either way. So, but you know, a lawyer's job are to let the client know, man, we got this here.
Right.
We gonna whoop them.
Right.
You know what I mean, lawyers?
He supposed to. Lawyers do that to you all the time. They was doing that to you?
Nah, cause I be guilty. I'm gonna take it. Get on out the way, ain't gonna let him trick me.